Hello, everybody, and welcome to WWWE Friday Night Smackdown. I'm your lone commentator for the night, Jack Daniels, as here comes the man that rules the roost here on Friday Night Smackdown, the general manager of Smackdown, Paul Heyman. Now, it'll be interesting to see how Paul Heyman responds to a strong Monday Night Raw GM'd by Triple H. Triple H came out to begin the show and announced all of his matches without pre-announcing anyone's. It looks like Heyman is going to do the same. It'll be interesting to see what the former advocate of the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, what kind of show he has put together right now. We're going to find out right now, so let me shut up and let the master of the promo speak. And speak of the devil, here is your World Heavyweight Champion for SmackDown, Y2J, Chris Jericho. Looks like he is going to be coming out right before Paul Heyman announced who he would face in 4 weeks at WWWE's first CPV. Interesting timing by the champ. You see there is your World Heavyweight Champion, Chris Jericho, Y2J, 7-time world champion with this title reign. And it appears here, at least, loathed by every man, woman, and child in the audience. People just hate this Chris Jericho, using underhanded tactics and everything like that. So we're interesting to see. It seems like whoever Paul Heyman decides to put up against Jericho will be the fan favorite. It'll be interesting to see. Some people do like Chris Jericho, but most people do not. It'll be interesting to see what Jericho says. Let's see what he says to Heyman. Whoa, did somebody say best in the world? Here he comes, CM Punk. Looks like CM Punk believes there's at least one man that deserves to challenge Chris Jericho for the World Heavyweight Championship, and that is himself, CM Punk. It'll be interesting to see what Punk has to say, and it sure will probably be controversial, as what Punk normally likes to say. CM Punk, this man certainly does not shy away from controversy, and I'm sure this will be no exception. We'll see. Maybe this was Paul Heyman's plan all along. He was going to announce the number 1 contender, much like how Triple H made a match on Raw. We'll see if Heyman makes a match on SmackDown or just gives Punk the contendership. Heyman and Punk are close friends. We'll see how this goes down. And here comes the Intercontinental Champion, the show-off Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler looks like maybe he wants to be a double champion, holding the Intercontinental and World Championships. Looks like he is going to step up to the plate and maybe challenge Punk for a title match or challenge Jericho for a title shot. Who knows? Looks like Dolph Ziggler will not let Punk just come up here and just get a number 1 contenders match or a championship match. Dolph Ziggler wants to be a part of it. certainly deserves it with that Intercontinental Championship around his waist, proving that he is one of the biggest up-and-coming stars in this industry. Looks like Dolph Ziggler wants to get that skyrocket to the top and get a World Heavyweight Championship shot. He's tired of just being the Intercontinental Champion. He wants to be Dolph Ziggler, World Heavyweight Champion. We'll see if that comes to fruition right now as Ziggler is in the ring and he's ready to talk with Heyman. Looks like everybody's coming out here. Here comes the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Maybe the whole locker room is just going to come out and ask for a title shot. And hey, after all three of these men, all three are fan favorites coming out here wanting title shots. Seems like Shawn Michaels is getting the best reaction. I'm sure all three of these men the fans would like to see be world champion over Chris Jericho. But perhaps none bigger than Shawn Michaels. Always gets a great reaction here. And tonight is no exception. Looks like old HBK wants another shot to be on the mountaintop. HBK wants to be another shot at being the World Heavyweight Champion. And we'll see if he gets it from Paul Heyman. But I think Heyman might need to stop all these people coming out if he already had a championship match in mind. I don't want the whole locker room coming out. We have like actual show, actual professional wrestling to do. A lot of hungry challengers. What is Paul Heyman going to do? Whoa, and what a blockbuster main event we have tonight. Intercontinental Champion Dolph Ziggler versus CM Punk versus Shawn Michaels. The winner will get a championship shot against Chris Jericho. Great move by Heyman. These three men want to get a world title shot. Do what they should do and get it settled in this ring. And let them have a chance. Let them earn it. Don't just give it to them. Paul Heyman's going to make sure that they earn it and that they are worthy of a title shot. We'll see if Sin Cara is worthy of a title shot here tonight. Of course, Sin Cara getting a loss in a great match to Wade Barrett on last edition of Superstars. Let's see if he can tough out and get a big upset victory over the world champion. As both of these men are in the ring and we're ready to get underway. Chris Jericho now chopping down Sin Cara and Jericho now gloating. But here comes Sin Cara. Sin Cara's offense strikes quick. And he can put you out just like that. One of those devastating moves from Sin Cara and you can be out. It looks like Jericho's underestimating Sin Cara's after he is taunting. Sin Cara's taking the attack to him. But Jericho with a nice reversal there. And if I can for a second, let's just break down some of this great action we have tonight. Of course, Chris Jericho, ring veteran versus one of the biggest stars in Mexico, Sin Cara. Then we have a Cruiserweight Championship match. John Morrison versus Rey Mysterio, two fan favorites. David Otunga, a young up-and-coming star that the fans have not taken a liking to versus a man that everybody likes in Sheamus. Alex Riley and Justin Gabriel versus R-Truth and Kofi Kingston, two up-and-coming tag teams. You got to think a victory by either one of those tag teams, then they'll get put in the WWWE Championship, Tag Team Championship conversation. Of course, those titles currently held by The Shield. And, of course, our main event, Dolph Ziggler versus CM Punk versus Shawn Michaels. That could close out a WrestleFest. That could be on a CPV. But we're getting it right here for free on Smackdown. It's now Jericho with a hook of the leg. No. Let's get back to this action. And Sin Cara now kicking Jericho. Jericho maybe taking out of his game, maybe underestimating the Mexican sensation Sin Cara. Jericho knocks him off the ropes, and now Chris Jericho going on the attack. Jericho slamming Sin Cara up against the barricade, and now Jericho with a big elbow shot, and now continuing to pound away in the corner, referee making his count. Charles Robinson, our sanctioned referee here for this match. Jericho not inside the ring and letting the fans know that he has Sin Cara reeling here. Cara gets back in the ring and hits an arm drag, countering Jericho's attempt at a forearm smash. Now Chris Jericho, though, has Sin Cara up and vertical suplex on the way, and it hits. Jericho hits the vertical suplex. Now hook of the leg. One. No, a kick out by Sin Cara. Sin Cara resilient. Now Jericho hammering away, and Sin Cara springboard drop kick. Some innovative offense there by Sin Cara. Now Jericho shoving away Sin Cara. Both men collide center of the ring, and Jericho picture perfect drop kick. Both of these men well versed in the art of lucha libre and the Mexican style of professional wrestling. Chris Jericho, of course, wrestled for many years in Mexico under the name Lionheart. And of course, Sin Cara, one of the biggest professional wrestling stars in Mexico. Now Jericho, though, making sure to try to end Sin Cara's career, taking out the legs. If Chris Jericho takes out the legs, Sin Cara can't use all those high-flying moves. So great strategy here by the ring veteran. Now going for the cover one. No, a kick out. Jericho continuing trying to wear down Sin Cara, but now Sin Cara with a kick, and Jericho throws him over, and Sin Cara is now on the floor. Big fall for Sin Cara. Now Chris Jericho springboard cross body, and he hits Sin Cara. A big move there by Chris Jericho, the World Heavyweight Champion, looking to not get upset here by Sin Cara. Putting his body on the line to take out Sin Cara, and now Chris Jericho with a big boot there to the face, and now Jericho has him set up, and Chris Jericho Lion Salt by Chris Jericho, and he's setting up for the end here. Chris Jericho calling for it, saying this match is over. Chris Jericho looking for the code breaker, and he hits it. Sin Cara's code is broken. Going for the cover now. 1, 2, 3. And it is all over. Chris Jericho with the victory here tonight on Smackdown. Not getting caught off guard by this surprise match set up by Paul Heyman. Almost seems like it was a punishment from Heyman for Jericho coming out and interrupting Heyman. But Chris Jericho gets the last laugh, as even with that big move right there, it could not keep down Chris Jericho. And the world champion gets a big victory here, looking to send a message to whoever wins this match in the main event and whoever will be his new number one contender. Chris Jericho with the victory. See Chris Jericho celebrating in the ring, of course. I'm sure we'll never hear the end of this victory. Jericho certainly loves to gloat. You see there he is standing over the fallen body of Sin Cara, and now it seems that Chris Jericho is asking for a microphone. We'll see what he has to say. So certainly some strong words there from Y2J, the World Heavyweight Champion Chris Jericho, saying that a victory tonight in the main event and getting put against him, facing him for the World Championship will not be a victory but a punishment. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, but hey, that's why we sell it in the ring. Who knows? But here comes John Morrison, fan favorite from this audience, of course, facing another fan favorite, Rey Mysterio. I'm sure these fans will be kind of torn on who to root for. The Cruiserweight Champion from Los Angeles, California, John Morrison, or the challenger from San Diego, California, Rey Mysterio. John Morrison, the current reigning and defending Cruiserweight Championship, also a former United States Champion, and a former ECW champion, and a former tag team champion. See if he can finally break through that glass ceiling and get a World Heavyweight Championship match. Who knows, anything can happen here on Smackdown, and here comes the challenger from San Diego, California, or maybe better known as the 619, Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio, a traveled veteran of this business, has held multiple Cruiserweight Championships and multiple promotions. He has held the World Heavyweight Championship. He has held the Intercontinental Championship. He's been Tag Team Champion. He's done pretty much all he can do in this business. And now maybe looking to go out on a high note, winning the Cruiserweight Championship. I'm sure Rey Mysterio would love to go out as champion. And I'm not saying right now, but maybe eventually he can have a long reign with the title if he were to win it tonight and retire as champion. I'm sure that'd be a great way to go. We'll see. So both competitors in the ring, both Rey Mysterio and John Morrison. And of course this match is for the gold, the Cruiserweight Championship here. Of course the Cruiserweight Championship can only be competed between two superstars that weigh less than 225 pounds. So it's definitely going to be some high-flying action here tonight as Morrison and Mysterio go at it. Mysterio with a kick, Morrison with a punch. And we are underway here in this championship match. And in this match, it is all about the gold. Now John Morrison's kick getting blocked by Mysterio, and a nice wheel kick there. Mysterio maybe looking to set up for that 619 early, trying to trip Morrison. Doesn't work, and now Mysterio picks up John Morrison. Rey Mysterio, but no, John Morrison gets out of the way and blocks that one. John Morrison running the ropes and a swinging neckbreaker counter there. Of course, in this match, if Rey Mysterio wants to become champion, he has to pin or make John Morrison submit. A countout or disqualification victory by either man would result in a retaining of the title by John Morrison, even if we're Rey Mysterio to retain the title, or if Rey Mysterio were to win by countout. John Morrison got himself counted out or himself disqualified, he would still retain the title. And Rey Mysterio with a nice springboard crossbody there. Mysterio, no, Morrison with a big punch there. Morrison running the ropes, looking for a clothesline. Mysterio gets out of the way. John Morrison punching away at Rey Mysterio. Mysterio looks into the corner, and a big drop kick there by the man from the 619. And now a turnbuckle drop kick. Mysterio using his educated feet to torture the body of John Morrison. And now Morrison with a big neck breaker there. Of course, both of these men very athletic, very agile, very quick. Morrison does have the height advantage and the weight advantage, and I would think the strength advantage as well. Both of these men, though, can fly around the ring. It's not like if John Morrison is a big heavyweight with a limited skill set, Morrison can do about it all. Arguably, even as athletic as Rey Mysterio, as you see Mysterio taking it to the champion here. Mysterio flips John Morrison using leverage. Now Morrison gets up. Now Rey Mysterio with a big Irish whip into the corner. Now Mysterio turning over John Morrison, and Mysterio on the second rope, and a big tornado DDT there by the challenger. Mysterio now, a big kick to the back. Of course, both of these men looking to set up for their signature maneuvers. Rey Mysterio, of course, at 619. John Morrison, either the Moonlight Drive or Starship Pain. Now Mysterio continuing to control this match, but Morrison with a nice reversal there, snapmare. Now Morrison escapes the ring. Morrison maybe looking to regroup here in this match. Mysterio comes out and gets him, and now Mysterio taking it to Morrison once again, but Morrison dropped toe hold in Mysterio's face. It's that thin padding covered on the outside of the ring, and now Morrison, what's he thinking? Morrison springboard moonsault off the ropes. Morrison onto the floor. What a maneuver there. John Morrison with a springboard moonsault from the ring all the way down to the floor. But Mysterio looks to be okay. And now these competitors are back inside the ring, and that's good. I don't want them doing that anymore. That's like playing Russian roulette with your career. And now Mysterio with a side Russian leg sweep. Speaking of the Russians. And now Mysterio. What's Mysterio thinking? Mysterio looking to take apart my announce table. Kind of unusual for Mysterio. John Morrison waiting on a John Morrison. A springboard to the outside. Springboard drop kick. What a move by John Morrison. Now Rey Mysterio throws him in. John Morrison putting his body on the line. to retain the Cruiserweight Championship. That is just how much this Cruiserweight Championship means to John Morrison. Now Rey Mysterio, and John Morrison gets out of the way. Mysterio looking for the springboard crossbody, and Morrison gets out of the way and counters. And now John Morrison and Mysterio both thinking the same thing, and they both connect with air. And now John Morrison, side rushing leg sweep, and now John Morrison looking for his signature kick to the face, and he hits it. Mysterio may be out. Hook of the leg. 1, 2. No, Mysterio gets the shoulder up at 2.5. That was almost the end. And now Mysterio, what's Mysterio thinking? Morrison on the outside, and luckily for Rey Mysterio's career's sake, he didn't jump on him. He just put him back in the ring, where Mysterio can pin him or make him submit. Remember, Mysterio can only win the Cruiserweight Championship by pinfall or submission. Now Morrison connecting with some kicks, and Rey Mysterio catches him with an enziguri. Morrison down, and now Rey Mysterio. It's kind of rare for Rey Mysterio. Mysterio now with a cobra or a camel clutch. Mysterio with a camel clutch here is very rare. Maybe Mysterio looking to add some moves to dude's arsenal, but Morrison showing some strength, even though Rey Mysterio only weighs about 160 pounds. And now Morrison with some more high-risk maneuvers, a springboard dropkick, and now Morrison top rope. Morrison setting up something, and now another missile dropkick. Morrison just handing out missile drop kicks all the time. About to start or fourth missile drop kick in this match. Mysterio that fights out, and Rey Mysterio an elbow punch, a kick, and now whipping Morrison into the corner. Rey Mysterio, what great cruiserweight action here, only found on Smackdown. Of course, the Cruiserweight's exclusive to Smackdown, Hardcore Championship exclusive to Raw. And it looks like Rey Mysterio caught him there. Mysterio showing some strength. And now Mysterio looking to set up for the 619, but couldn't quite get Morrison in position. Still a devastating Hurricanrana. Mysterio now going for the cover. 1, 2, no. Kick out by Morrison. And now Mysterio, tilt-a-whirl head scissors. Mysterio going all over the body there. And now Mysterio standing moonsault. Picks up Morrison now. Mysterio looking for a spinning heel kick, but Morrison gets out of the way. John Morrison. And John Morrison with a Pele kick. What athleticism, using that soccer kick known as the Pele kick to just spin around and kick Rey Mysterio in the face. And now John Morrison was looking for Starship Pain to end it, but Mysterio gets out of the way. Mysterio counters. Rey Mysterio with Morrison on the edge, but Morrison gets out of the way, and Morrison sunset flip. 1, 2. No, Mysterio gets the shoulder out at 2.5. Now Morrison spinning suplex right there, and John Morrison is feeling it. Morrison knows how much this Cruiserweight Championship means to him, and how much it can mean to his career to be a future world champion. And Morrison looking to get fired up, but Mysterio counters, gets out of the way of that wheel kick, and now Mysterio hammering away on John Morrison with some vicious kicks, and Mysterio, what a Hurricanrana there. And Mysterio now calling for the 619. Rey Mysterio calling for the 619, but John Morrison counters the 619. And now Morrison, Moonlight Drive by John Morrison. Hook of the leg, but Mysterio grabs the ropes. That had to be all. The Moonlight Drive by John Morrison, but Mysterio gets out of the ropes, and now John Morrison putting Mysterio on the top rope. What a Cruiserweight Championship match this is. This shows just how much the Cruiserweight Championship means. And a top rope Hurricanrana, a super Hurricanrana by John Morrison. That's got to be it. Now Morrison going to the top rope. John Morrison putting his body in the line again, and a moonsault that connects. Hook of the leg. 1, 2. And no, Mysterio kicks out at 2.5. What heart and desire by Rey Mysterio. Mysterio tilt-a-whirl head scissors. Mysterio showing some heart, some soul, and some determination. And now Rey Mysterio, Hurricanrana, and Morrison is set up against the ropes. Call your phone, 619. And now Mysterio with a body splash. A body splash. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Rey Mysterio, the new Cruiserweight Champion. What a match. 10 minutes of great Cruiserweight action. This shows you just how much the Cruiserweight Championship means to these two men. For John Morrison, a chance to finally break through to that glass ceiling and win the World Heavyweight Championship, get a shot, get noticed. For Rey Mysterio, a chance to get back on the mountaintop and become World Heavyweight Champion once more. And this match was basically just one big, long highlight. So many great moves from John Morrison's outside top rope moonsault early in the match to that top rope hurricanrana, all the missile drop kicks, and then Mysterio with that 619. John Morrison had that moonlight drive. We thought that was the end, but Mysterio, the great ring veteran, had the presence of mind to grab the ropes, and this is what wrestling is all about. This is what Paul Heyman Smackdown is all about. He said that he was going to deliver a solid, pure wrestling match with this Cruiserweight Championship match. He said in his mind that was more entertaining than a senseless brawl for a hardcore championship match. And what a match this was. We have a new Cruiserweight champion, and his name is Rey Mysterio. Both of these men are fan favorites, and they showed why. What a match. So the Shield apparently saying that they were going to provide some sort of justice for whoever steps in their way, saying that it was an injustice for them to not be booked on the show tonight. And I tell you what, the way I was raised and the things I've been taught, seems like they have a perverted view of justice. But anyway, we will go on with our next match. David Otunga versus the Celtic Warrior Sheamus. Of course, David Otunga, the A-lister, married famous wife Jennifer Hudson, has had a rough time here in the WWWE, but he's going to look to be on the rise, look to make a name for himself, look to make a star in the form of David Otunga. So we'll see here tonight if the A-lister can pick up one of the biggest ones of his career over Sheamus, a former WWWE and World Heavyweight Champion, or if he will fall victim to the Celtic Warrior. So David Otunga is in the ring, and that means it's time for the Celtic Warrior Sheamus, the Great White. We'll see how Sheamus wants to do. I'm sure he loves this, an opportunity to fight and brawl, try to scratch and claw his way back up to the World Heavyweight Championship scene. You gotta wonder why he didn't throw his hat into the mix tonight to be in that World Championship match. Gonna be looking to prove to Paul Heyman that he still has what it takes and he can go, and that he can be a world champion. Of course, David Otunga from Hollywood, California. Sheamus from Dublin, Ireland. Just about to see this big brawl, and it's sure to be a slugfest. Big power moves. You won't see any catch-can wrestling. It'll certainly be different from that match we just witnessed between Rey Mysterio and John Morrison. No flips or things like that. This will be more of a fight. A back alley fight getting underway here as Sheamus locks up with Otunga, and now Sheamus taking advantage, and Sheamus doing what he loves to do, clobbering Otunga, hammering away, big combinations, and Otunga hits the ground. Sheamus loves to use those hands. Sheamus now wrenching the arm, but Otunga with a knee to the chest. Now David Otunga gets caught by Sheamus. Sheamus belly-to-belly suplex. Now Sheamus picking up Dave Otunga, and now Sheamus spinning Otunga around. He's going to throw him into the ropes. And now Sheamus, no, Otunga with a nice counter, throwing Sheamus into the corner. And now David Otunga with a kick, kicking Sheamus down with some more kicks. David Otunga now looking to whip him in the corner, but Sheamus reverses it. And Otunga with the reversal. David Otunga now hammering his big shoulder, that big muscular shoulder of David Otunga, into the belly of Sheamus. Now David Otunga posing here, and I don't know if I do that against the Celtic Warrior. And Sheamus looks to make him pay for it. Throws him up, and now David Otunga, though, with a nice block. David Otunga reversing some of Sheamus' moves. Now David Otunga hammering away, but Sheamus gets him with a front face lock, and now Sheamus throws the arm over his head and hits a vertical suplex. Looking to wear down the back of Otunga. Of course, both of these men looking to hit their signature maneuvers. For David Otunga, it is the Verdict, a one-handed spine buster. Sheamus likes to use that big bro kick, that big boot to the face, or the Irish cross. Now Otunga shoves Sheamus off of him, blocks a right hand, and hits a big clothesline. David Otunga with that big muscular arm coming across your face, that's got to hurt. Sheamus with a drop toe knocks him down and a double axe handle while he is on the ground. And Sheamus is driving his big Irish forearm into the back of David Otunga. David Otunga with some knife edge chops. Sheamus whips him, and David Otunga with a nice reversal. Now David Otunga with a standing elbow drop. Otunga picking Sheamus up, looking for maybe a DDT, but Sheamus reverses and hits a side Russian leg sweep. David Otunga now reverses and hits a big Irish whip into the corner. Now maybe looking to capitalize, but Sheamus again with a reversal. A big kick to the midsection of Otunga. And now Sheamus looking for a power bomb, perhaps. He does. And he hits a big power bomb. And now Sheamus attacking the legs of Otunga, looking to take away the power from those big meaty legs of David Otunga. Now Otunga with a nice reversal there. But Sheamus fights back again. This match has been full of counters. I guess all you really need to counter a move is two fists. And now Otunga with a big knee to the gut of Sheamus. And with another hard Irish whip. And this time Otunga looks to capitalize. A back suplex turned into a big forearm assisted slam there for more leverage. More force coming down on Sheamus. Sheamus gets up. Otunga whips him. And now Otunga looking to hammer away. And now Otunga escaping the ring, getting out of the ring. Maybe he's had enough of the Celtic Warrior. But Sheamus coming after him. Oh, and Sheamus with a big single leg takedown. And now Sheamus with a Boston Crab on the outside. He's not going to get a submission victory out here. I mean, David Otunga is tapping, but it doesn't matter. You have to have a pinfall or submission inside of the ring. This is not a Falls Count Anywhere match. David Otunga now whipping Sheamus back inside the ring. Gets in. Now David Otunga posing once again, and that may be his downfall. It's now Sheamus with some big combinations, but Otunga blocks, and a big clothesline right there, and now Otunga with a big elbow drop. This sure has been a brawl here. We fight on Friday nights, one and a kick out. The old saying goes, we fight on Friday nights, and on Friday Night Smackdown, Paul Heyman's WWWE Friday Night Smackdown, we sure do like fighting as Sheamus with a big tilt-a-war slam. Now Sheamus with an elbow drop of his own. Now hook of the leg. 1, 2, and no. A kick out at 2 by Otunga. Now Sheamus clobbering away, but Otunga with another clothesline. And now Otunga with a big elbow drop once again. These men are loving to drop some elbows. Otunga now, but Sheamus fights out. Now Sheamus rolling over Otunga and working over the arm of David Otunga. Looking to negate the strength. Now Sheamus picking up David Otunga. Sheamus may be looking for another power bomb, but Otunga with a big counter there. A face buster counter. Now Otunga hook of the leg. 1, 2, and no. Sheamus gets the shoulder up at 2. A lot of near falls, a lot of great action here on Friday Night Smackdown. And Sheamus with a big fist that drops Otunga. And Otunga may have had enough, but now he gets back in the ring. And now they both lock up. Sheamus winning that battle. And now Sheamus with a snapmare and maybe looking to wear down the face of Otunga. But Otunga's feet are able to grab the ropes. Sheamus reverses the Irish whip. Otunga hanging on for dear life. And Sheamus just kicks him off. As now both men are outside of the ring. Sheamus with an elbow drop. Referee begins his count. David Otunga now throws Sheamus in the ring. This would be a big victory for David Otunga if he could upset Sheamus. Sheamus the heavy favorite here. Also the fan favorite. The fans love Sheamus. Now Sheamus, as the referee continues to count, what is Sheamus thinking here? Sheamus on the outside. Has him right by our logo. And Sheamus, what is he doing? What is the Celtic Warrior doing? He's not doing this, and he does! A spear through the barricade. Sheamus just speared David Otunga through the barricade, and the A-lister may be broken in half. We're going to have to get medical to come check on these two guys. Sheamus just speared the A-lister David Otunga in the barricade. And now Sheamus, referee counting. David Otunga may be out. He may be counted out here. Sheamus just speared him through the barricade. David Otunga is down. Looks like Sheamus may be getting this count-out victory here. But Otunga is up. 9 count and he makes it in. And Sheamus with a big slam. David Otunga showing some resiliency here. And now David Otunga shoves him off in a big clothesline. Now David Otunga picking up Sheamus. And wait, and David Otunga, he hits the verdict. His finishing move, the verdict, the one-handed spinebuster hook of the leg. What an upset. 1, 2, 3, and David Otunga did it. David Otunga has just defeated the Celtic Warrior Sheamus in a shocking upset. David Otunga showing great resiliency to being able to just stand and get up after getting speared through the barricade by Sheamus. Sheamus came here to fight, but David Otunga proving that maybe his stock is up and on the rise, whether the fans like it or not. Fans clearly upset that they didn't get to see Sheamus win, but David Otunga, great showing here. You see with that verdict move right there, the verdict, he plants Sheamus. Sheamus is down for a 3 count, and David Otunga, he may be back on the rise once again. One of the most promising stars in the WWE has fallen on hard times, but who knows? Maybe he's making a comeback. Maybe tonight was a signature win. Certainly one of the biggest ones in his career, defeating a decorated superstar like Sheamus. I'm sure we'll be hearing about this for a long time. David Otunga, what a victory tonight in a very hard-fought match, very contested. What a match in general, a big slugfest. But now David Otunga looks to be grabbing the microphone. We'll see what he has to say about this match. So David Otunga clearly not humble here after one of the biggest victories of his entire life, defeating Sheamus, saying that he is the future of the WWE. I'll tell you what, if he keeps beating superstars the caliber of Sheamus, I'll believe him. But anyway, we're rolling on here on Smackdown after really 3 great matches. Earlier in the show, our world champion Chris Jericho defeated Sin Cara. Then in a Cruiserweight Championship match, a great high-flying action, John Morrison lost his Cruiserweight Championship to Rey Mysterio. And then we just saw some great brawling action here as David Otunga defeated Sheamus. And now we're going to see some great tag team action. Alex Riley and Justin Gabriel currently in the ring. Here comes R-Truth and Kofi Kingston. You know whoever wins this match has got to be seriously considered as the #1 contenders for the Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, members of the Shield's WWWE Tag Team Championships. Paul Heyman didn't say this was a #1 contenders match, but, I mean, 2 of these teams, whoever wins, they'll seriously be considered, I gotta think. Of course, we have some other teams that aren't competing tonight, like Ryback-Mania. Curtis Axel getting himself caught up in Axelmania. So maybe Ryback-Mania comes and challenges one of these teams for a tag team championship shot. Anyway, though, both teams are in the ring. You see the fans enjoying a great night of action here on WWE Friday Night Smackdown. Justin Gabriel and Kofi Kingston to start it off. They lock up. Gabriel now with a big neck breaker there to get this match rolling. Gabriel is in the green with the black elbow pad. Kofi Kingston is in that lime green and silver. He does not have any elbow pads. Alex Riley in the blue. R-Truth in the black. Those kind of black jeans. Now Kofi dropping an elbow on Justin Gabriel. Gabriel now kicking away in the corner. That is Kofi Kingston's corner. Wouldn't be surprised if R-Truth got involved. Both of these teams fan favorites here. So you got a reaction. You got to think that the reaction here probably be 50-50. And speaking of 50-50-50, I don't know if you can get 33.3 on each side, but that main event coming up, all 3 men, heavy fan favorites. Fans love all these men. I guess if you got to think of a 50-50 reaction, for them it'll probably 33.3 for all of them. Anyway, Justin Gabriel, what a move, but Kingston gets out of it. Now Kingston going for the cover. 1 and Noah kick out. Gabriel, Kingston, and Truth, you could certainly say, are great high flyers. Alex Riley, more of a power guy, but he is athletic for his size. And you see Gabriel showing off some strength. And now going for the cover. 1, Noah kick out. See some tension maybe building there between the tag teams. And now Gabriel rolls him up. 1, 2, no. Now Kingston, jackknife cover. 1, 2, no. And Gabriel gets up. And now Gabriel with a backslide. 1 and no. Kingston able to slide his way out of that. Now Gabriel with a front face lock, but Kingston with a single leg takedown. Kofi Kingston gets reversed by Justin Gabriel, and great tag team awareness there as you see Alex Riley. And now Justin Gabriel. What a flip there. A big flip there. A Houston hangover over the top rope. What a move there by Justin Gabriel. First off, we got to acknowledge the great tag team cohesiveness, as you could say, between Riley and Gabriel. And wait, R-Truth from the top rope, taking out Alex Riley. Big high-paced, high-flying action here on SmackDown, this tag team action. Let's break that down. First off, some great tag team cohesiveness from Riley and Gabriel. As when Gabriel whipped the ropes, Alex Riley brought him down to get Kingston tumbling outside the ring. Then Gabriel with a big running Houston hangover from the top rope. R-Truth from a top rope drop kick onto Alex Riley. And as you saw there, Justin Gabriel with a tilt-a-whirl DDT. And now a throwback. We're getting a mix of everything in this match. Now Justin Gabriel, top rope crossbody, but Kingston gets out of the way. Neither of these men have tagged out, but now here comes Kingston, the first tag already. And R-Truth, a big bicycle kick. So Truth and Riley are really fresh, except, Riley taking that drop kick. And now Gabriel able to slide out of a vertical suplex and hit a neck breaker. But Truth is still the fresher man. Irish whipping him into the corner. Justin Gabriel ricochets off of it. Now R-Truth, but Gabriel, nice reversal, fighting his way out and hitting a vertical suplex. Gabriel is not tagged out in this match yet. Now R-Truth getting kneed in the back by Gabriel. Gabriel sees his opening, and here comes Alex Riley, the former so-called varsity villain, former rookie to The Miz. And now R-Truth, though, with a big drop kick there. Now whipping the young stud Alex Riley outside the ring. And now R-Truth with a big cross body there. Kind of a splash type maneuver from the top rope. Lots of high flying action. And now Kingston and Truth double teaming Alex Riley as the referee counts another right here by my announce table. And R-Truth just smacking Riley's face off of the announce table. But Riley throws Truth back inside the ring. Riley's trying to get back in the ring to avoid a count-out loss, and he does. Alex Riley now, but no, R-Truth reverses it. R-Truth bringing Riley back inside the ring the hard way. Now R-Truth going top rope, and R-Truth with a big leg drop there. Now R-Truth going top rope again, and R-Truth with another leg drop. High-flying action here on Friday Night SmackDown. Now, no, Alex Riley with a reversal. And R-Truth with a big DDT. Alex Riley looking for a backdrop, but Truth able to counter it. Now here comes Kofi Kingston with a big clothesline. Kofi Kingston maybe trying to build momentum. Kingston, no. Alex Riley now with a big elbow to Kingston. Now Riley once again with another big elbow to Kingston. And now Riley whipping Kingston. But Kingston with a nice reversal kicking him. But now Riley with a big kick. Alex Riley looking for an abdominal stretch on Kingston. With Kingston tap out R-Truth. Getting inside the ring and breaking it up. Breaking down here on SmackDown. The referee's going to have to try to restore order and get these men outside of the ring. Wait, now Kofi Kingston on the top rope as Alex Riley's beating down R-Truth. Kofi stalking Riley on the top. And Kofi Kingston, missile drop kick from the top rope. And now Kingston makes the tag into R-Truth. R-Truth is fresh and is fired up. Knocks down Riley. And R-Truth going and knocks down Gabriel. R-Truth feeling it here. Wait, and R-Truth looking to set up for his signature suplex stunner. And he hits it. Riley's draw may be broken. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, No, Justin Gabriel breaks it up at 2.5. What tag team action here on SmackDown. R-Truth whipping him, and a big hip toss there. R-Truth getting the crowd involved, saying, "What's up?" Maybe looking to hit the little Jimmy, but no, Alex Riley. And now R-Truth rolls him up. Small package. 1, 2. No, Riley now rolls him up. 1, 2, and Kingston with a leg drop on Riley, breaking it up. And wait, Alex Riley. The You're Dismissed. Alex Riley hits the You're Dismissed. That may be all. Alex Riley, cover. 1, 2, no. Kofi Kingston breaks it up. All 4 of these men have to be in immense pain right now. Wait, R-Truth top rope as Alex Riley gets up, and R-Truth. No, Alex Riley catches him. What a maneuver by Alex Riley. Alex Riley catching him with a power slam from the top rope. And now Kingston and R-Truth tag team maneuvers. Truth with a knife-edge chop. Both of these teams showing you just how bad they want a chance. Just a chance at a number 1 contendership. This isn't even a number 1 contenders match. They just want a chance to fight for the number 1 contendership. Showing you their heart, their will, and their determination. Wait, Kingston cover. 1, 2. No, Gabriel breaks it up. Alex Riley now taking him down with a single leg takedown as all 4 men in the ring. Now Gabriel gets out, Truth gets out, and Riley hits the Bulldog. Alex Riley now driving Kofi Kingston center of the ring. Rolls him over. 1, no, a kick out by Kingston. Wait, no, Kingston, no, Riley rolls him up. Riley small package. 1, 2, no, Kingston. 1, 2, 3, Kingston got him. Kingston got him on the small package. And R-Truth and Kofi Kingston are victorious. Kofi Kingston able to catch Alex Riley in a small package roll-up. One that Riley started trying to roll up Kingston, but Kingston was able to flip the momentum and get Riley on his shoulders. And with that, Kofi Kingston and R-Truth are victorious. What a hard-fought tag team match. All the matches here that Paul Heyman has set up have been great, phenomenal matches. I got to give it to the man, give Devil the credit where it's due. Paul Heyman has come up with a great show tonight, but we still have our main event to come. You get a look at that small package roll-up right there that gave these 2 men the victory, and you got to think Paul Heyman was certainly watching. He's took notice of these 2 men, R-Truth and Kofi Kingston, and he knows that they want a shot at Shield members Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins for those tag team championships. And you got to think some more victories like this and they'll get their shot. What a victory tonight for this duo. Kingston and Truth still celebrating outside. But ladies and gentlemen, we move on. You see we're getting ready for this triple threat match. You see there is CM Punk. There's the Intercontinental Champion Dolph Ziggler getting ready for this match. And of course, the third and final participant, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. And what a match this is set up to be. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. This match determines who goes on to WWWE first. Click preview of the event just a little bit over 3 weeks from tonight. It is known as WWWE Reckoning. What a click preview that is set up to be. Already 1 match confirmed. It'll be Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship. And we're about to find out who will face Chris Jericho for the World Championship. And it's plain and simple. For this man, Dolph Ziggler, he has one goal in this match. And it is to become one of the first men to hold both the Intercontinental Championships and the World Championship simultaneously. He will join a short list of men like the Ultimate Warrior and Triple H if he were to do so. But tonight he has to get through 2 of the very best in this industry, CM Punk and the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels. Dolph Ziggler has been world champion before, but has never truly broken through that glass ceiling like both of these 2 men that are about to come out have. We'll see if Dolph can get a victory tonight and finally break through that glass ceiling. What about CM Punk? It's about getting back to that mountaintop. He thinks he is the best in the world. Chris Jericho thinks that he is the best in the world. We could see who the true best in the world is. CM Punk wants to prove that he rules the roost here on SmackDown, that he is the dominant face of the WWWE, and specifically Paul Heyman's Smackdown. Of course, he is best friends with Paul Heyman. You got to think Paul Heyman may be rooting for CM Punk here. And speaking for rooting for CM Punk, you got to think this crowd is going to be split into thirds here. All three of these men, big fan favorites. All three of these men have reasons you want to cheer for them and you want to see them take down Chris Jericho for the World Championship, or at least get the opportunity to do so. Defeating Chris Jericho is no small task, but this crowd has got to be split in thirds here. All three of these men fan favorites. All three of these men beloved by the WWWE fans here in attendance. Of course, CM Punk is a former WWE and a former World Heavyweight Champion, former Intercontinental Champion and Tag Team Champion, and ECW Champion. And of course, if you want to speak about former champions, this man is about as decorated as they come. The first ever WWWE Grand Slam Champion, a former WWE Champion, World Heavyweight Champion, Intercontinental Champion, European Champion, Tag Team Champion. Just about every title you can name, this man has. And this man wants to get back to the top of the mountain. He wants to have one more run at the top. He wants one more shot at holding the biggest prize in our industry, the World Heavyweight Championship. And he's going to have to earn it tonight in this triple threat match. Here comes the man. Here comes Mr. WrestleFest, the Heartbreak Kid, the Showstopper, HBK Shawn Michaels. And I tell you what, I just said all three of these men are fan favorites, but I think Shawn Michaels is getting the biggest reaction out of all three of these men. Just about everybody alive today loves this man, HBK Shawn Michaels. And what a match this is going to be. Go grab a drink, grab some popcorn, grab whatever you want. Grab a blanket and buckle down, because this is going to be one of the best main events in SmackDown history. What a match we have to start off the first SmackDown. This is going to be great. This could main event the biggest show in the year for WWWE WrestleFest. This is how big this match is. So for these three men right here as the match gets underway, it is all about one thing, and that is simply the World Heavyweight Championship. One of the biggest championships in our industry, held by some of the biggest names in the history of wrestling. All started over 100 years ago with guys like George Gotch, Lou Thez, Bruno Sammartino. All of these men have been world champion at one point or another. All the way down to Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage, and of course David Arquette, but that is another story. Anyway, these three men get underway. This is, of course, as we said, the number one contendership is on the line. Whoever wins this match will face Chris Jericho for the World Heavyweight Championship at WWWE's first ever CPV WWWE Reckoning. Of course, just over 3 weeks away, live from the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. What an event that is going to be, and we're about to find out who will face Chris Jericho for the World Heavyweight Championship. Is Shawn Michaels and Dolph Ziggler both taking it to CM Punk. I was able to catch up with Dolph Ziggler earlier in the day, asked him what is his thoughts about people comparing him to Shawn Michaels, and he said, I don't want to be the next Shawn Michaels. I want to be the first Dolph Ziggler. We'll see if he can break through the glass ceiling as the first Dolph Ziggler in this match. Now CM Punk attacking Ziggler, but Ziggler with a big back elbow, and the rules of this match are simple. The first man to get a pinfall or submission inside of the ring will be the number one contenders. There is no disqualification and no countout, so there must be a winner. Now CM Punk going top rope as Michaels and Ziggler are grappling, and now Punk dropping to the floor. What is CM Punk thinking? And hey, looks like he's using that no disqualification rule as now he has a steel chair. CM Punk probably the most comfortable in the extreme environment. We'll see if he uses that to his advantage. Now he throws in a steel chair. Now he's looking under the other side of the ring with another steel chair. Now Punk throws in another steel chair. So there are two steel chairs in the ring as now Michaels and Ziggler go at it. Ziggler with a nice reversal on Michaels right next to those chairs. And now CM Punk top rope is Shawn Michaels as grappling with Ziggler. Now CM Punk with a steel chair. And now CM Punk laying out Shawn Michaels and Dolph Ziggler, hitting that big leg drop bulldog. And now CM Punk with some Muay Thai chops on Dolph Ziggler. And now CM Punk whipping Ziggler into the corner. And now grabbing Shawn Michaels and whipping Shawn Michaels Michaels up against the ropes, and now CM Punk float over DDT on the show-off, the reigning and defending Intercontinental Champion. Oh, and now CM Punk with a big headshot to Shawn Michaels, and now Ziggler taking the chair. And Ziggler with a big headshot on Shawn Michaels. And now Punk hitting Ziggler and hitting Michaels again, and Michaels with 3 chair shots to the head, and both men are down. And CM Punk hook a leg on Michaels, but Shawn Michaels grabs the ropes. Now it looks like Ziggler and Michaels are mad at CM Punk about bringing those chairs into the ring. It's now, wait, Ziggler hook the leg. No, Michaels breaks it up. Shawn Michaels grabbing Ziggler. No, Ziggler with an elbow, and now a chin breaker to Shawn Michaels. Ziggler picking up Michaels, but Michaels with a big reversal here. Shawn Michaels looking to maybe scoop Sam Ziggler, but Ziggler gets out of the way. CM Punk just watching, using a smart strategy here. CM Punk just looking on as Ziggler and Michaels grapple it out. Waiting, Ziggler, sleeper hold by Ziggler. Ziggler master at the sleeper hold, and Punk knows this, breaks it up immediately. Punk with a very nice strategy, and I'm surprised both Ziggler and Michaels aren't trying to involve him in this match. Waiting, now Punk getting involved, throwing Ziggler into the ropes, but Ziggler gets out of the way, kick to Punk. Now Shawn Michaels grappling with Punk, but Punk with a reversal, drop toe hold. CM Punk with a big kick there. CM Punk getting fired up, and now Michaels. Wait, Michaels, sweet chin music on CM Punk. He is out, and if one of these men can capitalize and get the pin, they will win. But the problem is there's 2 men that want to win this match. Wait, Ziggler, hook of the leg, and Michaels just letting him do it. CM Punk kicks out. Was Michaels maybe saying, Ziggler, I'll give you this match? Shawn Michaels hits the super kick, and Dolph Ziggler goes for the cover, and Michaels doesn't care. And now CM Punk still chair to the back of Michaels. It doesn't seem like that is the case. Maybe Shawn Michaels just had a major brain lapse or something, because now they're going at it. And Michaels getting destroyed with steel chairs tonight. First those 3 headshots, and now Punk attacking him again. And now Ziggler and Michaels working together again. A big neck breaker on CM Punk. Wait, and now Ziggler with a throwback neck breaker looking for it. But Michaels sacrificing his body and missing. And now here comes Shawn Michaels coming back. One of these men trying to gain advantage. Trying to get an edge here. I mean, the hard part about this match is not only hitting your finishing maneuver, but being able to get the other guy out of the way. Now Ziggler with a cover, and Punk with a moonsault to break it up. CM Punk putting his body on the line, delivering a moonsault to break up that pin combination. What I was saying is it's hard because not only do you have to hit your finisher in a normal circumcision where you would win a match, but then you have to get the other guy out of the ring somehow. And hope that by that time it has happened that whoever you hit your finisher on has not had enough whereabout where they could kick out. Ziggler now wearing down Michaels, and you got to think, as far as this match goes, it's got to favor either Ziggler or Punk. Michaels was great in his day, but he's reaching the twilight of his career. I don't know how many minutes he can go effectively. And now Ziggler getting rid of Punk, maybe going to try to end Michaels, but no, Ziggler going on the outside, and here comes Michaels as well. All 3 of these men on the outside, and of course that is perfectly legal. No disqualifications, no countouts. We must have a winner here tonight. We must have a #1 contender for Chris Jericho's World Championship. All 3 of these men brawling on the outside of the ring. Now Punk taking it to Michaels as they work further up our stage. Now Punk throwing Michaels back inside of the ring. Now grabbing Ziggler, and Punk throwing Ziggler back inside of the ring. Wait, no, Ziggler doesn't go inside of the ring, and now reverses Punk, and now Michaels gets back in. Now Ziggler throwing Punk inside of the ring. Michaels gets inside, and Ziggler gets inside, and now pin and submissions will count. Wait, and now another double team move. Michaels and Ziggler, maybe they talked about it a little bit earlier. Maybe they were trying to get a strategy where they could take out Punk and then see who's the best, because I've noticed a lot of double team maneuvers from both Dolph Ziggler and Shawn Michaels on CM Punk tonight. And now Ziggler hook of the leg, and you know Michaels isn't going to let that happen. At least we thought. There was that one point where it looked like he might have let it happen. And now CM Punk kind of going off into a corner, letting Michaels and Ziggler brawl. Michaels getting the better of Dolph Ziggler right now. And Michaels springboard cross body. What a move there. Now Michaels going high risk again, and another springboard cross body. 2 in a row. And now Punk picking up Ziggler. And now Michaels goes to work on Punk. Now both of these men looking to double team CM Punk again. I don't know what their problem with Punk is. Maybe that is their strategy, or maybe they were just upset about that steel chair. I don't know. Wait, now Michaels hook of the leg, but Ziggler's going to let that happen. He breaks it up. Michaels in a big shot on CM Punk. And now Michaels and Ziggler going at it. Now Dolph Ziggler wrenching that arm of Shawn Michaels. Owen now working over the arm. And now CM Punk. Wait, CM Punk has up Dolph Ziggler. CM Punk. Punk. Go to sleep on Ziggler. And if he can get Michaels distracted. Wait, and he hits a float over DDT. Will this be all? Hook of the leg on Ziggler. And the ropes. Ziggler grabs the ropes. That might have been the prime opportunity for CM Punk, but Dolph Ziggler, a veteran in his own right, not as experienced as these two men, but is still a ring veteran. He knows where that ring is. Wait, now Shawn Michaels may be calling for sweet chin music. No, a big drop kick to the back. Thought Shawn Michaels may have been tuning up the band right there, as now Punk is down. Ziggler and Michaels going at it. And then, wait, hold on. Sweet chin music. Sweet chin music. And Michaels, he's going to have another run at the mountaintop. But now CM Punk. And now CM Punk trying to steal it. But Michaels breaks it up. This is getting to the point where one big move like that can knock out somebody for good. And then it could be a one-on-one match. Now Michaels going at it, but CM Punk breaks it up. Michaels shoves off Punk. Wait, now Michaels with a roll-up. But Punk grabs the ropes. Tell you what, maybe they should make this ring bigger, because every time somebody gets a Punk combination, wait, another sweet chin music. Another sweet chin music. Third sweet chin music. And wait now, Punk getting rid of it now. Ziggler grabs the ropes again. I don't know if these competitors are just too concerned with the other person getting in and breaking it up, that they just go for a cover without making sure he can't get the ropes. Maybe they should enlarge this ring, because the ropes are... Everybody's grabbing the ropes. You see, Michaels kicks out at 2, getting a latter stage of this match. This match was advertised to be a classic, and boy, it has delivered. Whoever wins this match will get a shot at Chris Jericho for the World Championship. It is now Michaels and Ziggler working on Punk once again. Now Michaels, no, Ziggler going for the cover. 1, and no, Michaels breaks it up. Now CM Punk getting fired up. Ziggler. Nice move there, wrist roll there by Dolph Ziggler, going back to his amateur wrestling days. And now Dolph Ziggler with an arm drag. And now Punk going on the corner. Letting these two men fire out. Now Dolph Ziggler with his signature DDT. What a DDT by Dolph Ziggler. And now CM Punk going for the cover. Ref, 1, 2, 3, and CM Punk. CM Punk capitalizes. Dolph Ziggler hit his famous DDT. He throws Dolph Ziggler out of the ring, hooks the leg on Shawn Michaels, who had suffered many steel chair shots, and CM Punk, he will be going to WWWE Reckoning. He will be facing Chris Jericho for the World Championship. And now we know both of our world title matches, Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship, and Chris Jericho versus this man right here, CM Punk, for the World Heavyweight Championship. You see, you get another look at that. And what a match this was. What a fight. All three of these men put their bodies on the line. They deserved a shot at this championship. But for right now, it is CM Punk's time. CM Punk looking to rise to the mountaintop once again. Prove that he is the best in the world. And win the World Heavyweight Championship once again. CM Punk, Chris Jericho, in over 3 weeks for the World Heavyweight Championship. For WWWE Friday Night Smackdown, run by Paul Heyman. I am your lone commentator, Jack Daniels, signing off. Make sure to tune in for Raw in just a couple days. What is going to happen next?